Manhwa. Calm. Hurry up. Get on the crossbow. Manhwa. Calm. Age. It dived into the water. There is no way to attack effectively, what should I do? The mighty one. It's about to catch up. Jessica. Start the paddle wheel. Alex, start the paddle wheel. Manhwa. Calm. It's over, it's dying. Shoot. No way, its speed hasn't slowed down in the slightest. Jessica. Let Ellen and others. Manhwa. Calm. What happened just now? Not sure, I only heard a loud noise. Did the bomb work? We just killed Leviathan. Feel unreal, so many explosives, and it's not surprising that they explode from the body. Mosasaurus' speed is much faster than expected. Fortunately, it is shocking and not dangerous, otherwise it will waste a whole card. Qin Tian. How are you? I heard a blast. Did you solve Leviathan? Jessica, would you like to come and have a look at the stern? The true face of Leviathan is a Mosasaurus. Mosasaurus. Great, you come and help me steer, let me have a look. There is no time, you hurry back to the cabin, we are in big trouble. Run fast everyone, go down and help Ellen. Manhwa. Calm. Coming. Paddle wheel keeps power. Ellen, get ready to paddle. Whistle. 1212. Manhwa. Calm. The scenery is really spectacular. Everyone sits down, we are going to climb the waves. When Sun Monkey faces the Buddha's palm, he probably feels this way. Paddle wheel full power. Manhwa. Calm. Almost to the top. Kuong. We are safe. This project is 100 times more exciting than riding a roller coaster. So spectacular. I was scared to death just now. I thought I was going to capsize. We should have already breached the magnetic field range of Baodao number 2, right? Well, the red soil continent is over, it's time to find one piece calm. The scenery is beautiful, but don't linger and catch a cold. Don't lie wet on my bed, finally able to rest, hurry up and change clothes. It's time for dinner. What's happening? Seasick. These land animals have never experienced the turbulence of the sea. Huh. What's the situation? It seems that I've been holding back for too long, so I don't have to worry about them at all. Qin Tian. The mighty one has gone to inspect the hull, and he should be back soon. Bud merge. What's delicious today? I smell the scent when I go up the stairs. Look at Qin Tian. Qin Tian has arrived. I don't know if it was the joy of leaving Baodao number 2 smoothly or simply because I was hungry. For the first dinner on the dawn, everyone had a very good meal. But this happiness still couldn't beat today's exhaustion. Afterwards, after dinner, everyone felt exhausted and returned to the dormitory to rest. This point is enough to redeem an emergency gift in case of danger, and one more whole card successfully kills Mosasaurus, rewards 5,000 points. Successfully builds a ship, rewards 3,000 points. Personal points. 13,000 UDMI M. However, because of the biological clock of some people, although they are tired, they are not sleepy. Therefore, after Qin Tian returns to the room, the first thing to do is to turn on the system and understand the use of points. Sister Jessica, are you asleep? I feel a little uncomfortable. Is it because you are not in the same room as Qin Tian? Nick also wants to sleep in the same room with the Mighty One. Some people can't fall asleep for inexplicable reasons. Of course, there is no need to say more about the person responsible for the night watch. There is also a group of bear kids who have just been liberated. Read at com. Everyone, it's dawn, come out and see. The draft of dawn is still too small, and the waves are big, the hull swayed from side to side, it's impossible to get a good night's sleep. This is the view that can only be seen on the sea. Wow. So beautiful. Let's go. I feel that everything yesterday seems to have never happened. On this day, the sea is stable and the breeze is blowing. Everyone is enjoying the beauty like traveling. Look, I caught a big fish. The so-called sunny day after the heavy rain, the weather was surprisingly good for the next half-month, and the dawn was smooth sailing. Until Monsoon Mountain D1 area sense zone Monsoon Forest 01E Monsoon Plain A1 area. This is the holographic map of Biosphere 3. It feels a lot rougher than Bow Down number 2. According to the information in the ring, Biosphere 3 is not an island, but a continent containing various climates and topography in the world. Unbelievable. An artificial continent was built. It also includes various climates and terrains. How can this be done? Moreover, this holographic map is not as simple as the surface. As long as you click further, you can call up a detailed map of the corresponding area. Oh, this is a plain. The prefix of each area indicates the climate and main topographic features of the area. Yes, exactly. The Mighty One, Itilco Valvio fog outside. It's so foggy, you can't see the sea anymore. We won't get lost. Clearly the weather was clear just now, but suddenly it turned foggy. The weather on the sea is always moody, the first second is bright and clear, and the next second is extremely stormy. A clonomer, however, sea fog generally occurs in coastal areas, appearing at the turn of spring and summer from April to July. We are in the deep sea now, and it's the first time I have seen such a big fog. Such a heavy fog will not affect our navigation, will it? According to statistics, 80 of sea collision accidents are indeed caused by sea fog. But in this world, there is no need to worry about encountering other ships. Just in case, turn on the fog light slowly and it should be fine. Pohama, light up the indicator light, and then come down. In such a fog, you can't see anything and you don't need to be on duty. The light turned yellow. It is a fog lamp. The glass lampshade is dyed with yellow dye. The yellow light can spread far even in foggy weather. It represents the position of the ship and avoids collision with other ships. Okay, let's go back to the cabin first, and wait for the fog to clear before coming out. The fog is composed of a large number of tiny water droplets, which can easily carry various bacteria. At this time, it is better to stay in the cabin. I almost forgot this item. The fog is so thick, it looks like it won't go away for a while. MANHWA house. Calm. What is Jessica doing? Sister Jessica is telling a story. It seems to be a ghost ship. At this time, she is still in the mood to tell ghost stories, which is her character. They were formed by the incarnations of pirates who were in a shipwreck. They could not go to heaven or fall into hell because of their grievances. They could only drag a body full of maggots and carrion, and drift it on the sea. If a ship approaches, they will attack to vent their resentment. They will only appear in the foggy weather like this, and every time before they appear, there will be a distant bell, just like this. Clang clang clang. It's terrible. I imitated the Buddha and heard that voice. Father is so lost. The Mighty One, you said that when there is heavy fog on the sea, the yellow light represents the position of the ship, right? Yes, Nick, why did you suddenly ask about this? MANHWA house. Come there is yellow light. It's coming. It's coming. Skeleton pirates, it's a ghost that appears. A ghost. Hey, this should be just a coincidence. Could it be other ships involved in this world, just like the Viking pirates? Kata, you guys picked up the weapons and went out with me to take a look. The others stayed in the cab and don't run around. Pohama, first call 2 short bells to say hello and see if there is a response. The mighty one, there was no response from the other side. Calm, then ring 5 short bells to signal a warning. No, I still can't see anything. It's over. It must be a ghost ship. There was no response from the other party, and we could not get in touch with the other party. Perhaps it was not a ship. Avoid it for now. It doesn't make sense. Judging from the distance right now, the other party should be able to hear the ringtone. Isn't it really a ship? Just in case, you still have to be prepared to deal with it. Manhwa's. Calm. Weapons full of bows. A cloud. Hope it was just a false alarm. The mighty one. Out. Now. Appearing is a ghost ship. Beware. Ship. Unexpectedly, it is really a ship. Chin Tian, do you want to try to communicate again? We sent the signal twice before and after the other party did not respond. Obviously, we did not want to communicate. We left us. If the situation is not right, we will immediately turn on the paddle wheel. So quietly approaching, I don't know whether it is an enemy or a friend. Roll out enemy. Fire. Start first to be strong, and hit them by surprise. Calm. N did not hit. Manhwa's. Calm, no, I just passed it through. Get down. TMO, there are cannons and guns. There is no way to contend with Dawn's weapons. Moreover, Dawn is a wooden hull, which cannot withstand the attack of artillery shells. You must leave here quickly. From the structural point of view, they are just sailboats. Under the same conditions, the Dawn with paddle wheels should be able to get rid of them easily. Why is there no movement? Did it miss? Or are we not in range? Calm. The mighty one, go. Through. Go through. What? Go through. The mighty one, I saw the shells they fired directly through the hull of the Dawn. My arrows passed through their hulls, and their shells passed through our hulls. Does this mean? Manhwa's. Calm. The mighty one. Be careful. Manhwa's. Calm. Sure enough. The mighty one. Are you okay? Get up all, what we see before our eyes is just an illusion, or a mirage to be precise. Unexpectedly, it was really lucky to see a mirage here. This is a rare spectacle. Manhwa's. Calm, the mighty one, what is a mirage? It is a natural optical phenomenon that appears as a virtual image in other places after the light reflected by an object is refracted by the atmosphere. Is this explanation useful? Simply put, it's like the shadow we cast onto the ground. A mirage is a shadow projected in a more special way. Oh, it turned out to be the shadow. Coming. Are all the mirages that appear on the sea mobile? And seem to be able to react to us in some way. Sorry, this is the first time I have seen a mirage. Manhwa's. Calm, or perhaps, this is not a mirage, but a natural wonder that only exists in this world, or has not yet been discovered by humans. The mighty one, the fog has cleared. After leaving the white mist, the ghost ship disappeared. It should be a unique wonder in the white mist. After exiting the white fog, the breaking dawn did not make any stops, and continued to march towards Biosphere 3. However, this encounter can be called a fantasy. In the future, many people still talked about it. The voyage returned to calm. Although occasional violent storms were encountered, it was nothing compared with the time and space thunderstorms when leaving the deserted island. With the performance of the Breaking Dawn and Jessica's sailing experience, Chin Tian and the others can spend it easily every time. It's been a full month since Breaking Dawn to leave Bao Dao 2, and a lot of people have long been accustomed to life on the sea, except for food. Grilled fish, steamed fish, boiled fish. I miss my life on the island. There should be a lot of canned food and dried pork in the warehouse, why not eat those? Those are precious ingredients that are not eaten, how can they be eaten indiscriminately? The novelty is gone, and the monotonous daily life makes many lot of people feel bored. So boring. Do you want to train all other tribesmen become warriors? Yes, it is divided into 2 groups of rotation training. In this way, even if the ship encounters any unexpected situation, there will be redundant manpower to deal with it. Training fighters is a good thing, but it takes a long time, and it may not be effective. Not everyone is suitable to be a fighter or that fighters are all born. Therefore, we need an assessment system to select and train tribes who have the potential to become fighters. Although this ghost ship was a false alarm, it also sounded a wake-up call for us. The only warriors on board were Kata and the others. Although other tribesmen could also participate in the battle, the fighting strength was too weak. MANHWA. Calm if you are really in danger, above this sea, Kata alone will definitely not work. We must at least let the people of the tribe have the ability to protect themselves. Patriarch, I'm telling you this because I want you to help, so don't want to be a handyman. By the way, how can the Lada tribe become a warrior before you? It's very simple, as long as you bring back a wolf alone or a fierce beast that is more powerful than a wolf during the coming-of-age ceremony. It's easy. Wolves are a group of animals. If they want to hunt a wolf, they are actually facing a group of wolves. This can be said to be a comprehensive assessment of individual combat power, wisdom, and hunting experience. MANHWA. Calm. But what surprised me even more was that Aruba could pass such a test. I don't know how he did it. Chin Tian and Freizong discussed the assessment criteria for a long time. In the end, Chin Tian decided to still adopt the method of selecting fighters from the Lada tribe. However, the content of the assessment has been slightly changed. The tribe members only need to defeat one of the 3 wolves or be sieged by the 3 wolves for more than half an hour to qualify as a fighter. Afterwards, Chin Tian communicated with White Eye Wolf about the selection of fighters through Shan Bai. For those with a strong desire to fight, this is also a good opportunity to train the wolves. MANHWA. Calm soon, Chin Tian and Frasong finalized the charter and notified the matter. Upon learning of this, the Lada people cheered, because it is an extremely glorious thing to be a warrior in the tribe. A great war between man and wolf is about to start too. The assessment started a week later, except for the elderly of Hamel and the children of Abi Elu, all the tribesmen participated. The assessment lasted a full month. In the end, a total of 13 tribesmen passed the assessment. I passed. Just a little bit short. MANHWA. Calm. As for those tribesmen who were unsuccessful, Chin Tian asked them to learn archery from the Pakuma brothers and sisters. When fighting with Viking pirates, Chin Tian discovered that the accuracy of the Lada people is not high. If they can be improved, the overall combat power will be greatly improved. Chin Tian, I also want to learn archery. I can't always accept others' protection, I want to join the fight when necessary. Okay, I'll teach you. When drawing the bow, don't be too stiff, take it easy, hold the grip against the palm of your hand, and find your most comfortable posture. Hurry up again. Without strength training, you will not be able to draw a bow steadily. If you want to touch the bow and arrow, you must first draw a full 100 strokes. I really don't need to do the same training as them. You should get familiar with the basic postures first. Their training is too early for you. At this time, it was not only Chin Tian and the others who were training. At the stern, the tribesmen who passed the examination were launching a strong offensive against the Kata trio. Mama Momo calm. Feet protection. U space. Asu. Wua. Jumping is useless, it will only waste your energy. Don't try to give your opponent a fatal blow, all you have to do is drop the weapon in your hand on the opponent. As in the assessment, kata's training is extremely simple and rude. In kata's words, the so-called combat skills are skills that can survive the battlefield. When Ellen was resting, Qin Tian was not free either. Since the first battle with a strong man like Sammonsen, Qin Tian has also realized that his own combat experience is severely inadequate, so he commissioned Freizong to be his opponent and hone his combat skills. 1 month later. Attention, everyone, this sea trip is coming to an end. Please prepare for the fact that the breaking dawn is about to reach Biosphere 3. Are you ready for the new world? Ready. MANHWA. Calm. Although Thundercloud is terrifying, they have successfully conquered it once. At this time, although they have fear in their hearts, they are more of a kind of excitement to reach the peak again. The breaking dawn is 100 meters away from time and space and Thundercloud. Everyone came to their posts. Hold your breath. The paddle wheels start, go ahead at full speed. After half an hour. The Mighty One, here we are, there is land ahead. Is it really the land? It is true. It's land, it's land. We made it. The voyage is finally over. It's here. It's really here. That is Biosphere 3, which arrives earlier than expected. This is a good thing, isn't it? I thought it would take half a year, but I didn't expect us to arrive here in 3 months. It was a surprise. Keep going. The mighty mistress, what are we doing now? The offshore area is shallow and easy to hit rocks, which is a great threat to ships. So we have to send ships to explore the route first to ensure the safety of the route. This is Biosphere number 3. There should be a lot of food. Look, these trees grow directly in the sea water. That is the mangrove forest. Do you know where we are now? The ring has no positioning function here. It should be because the ring itself is associated with Baodao number 2 instead of Biosphere number 3. However, by using the vegetation feature mangrove as a keyword search, combined with the shape of the coastline, we can roughly determine our location. Tropical rainforest D3 area. It's all rainforest. I think we can log in another area, what do you think? Urge. Calm. Tropical rainforest is the ecological environment with the most species of living things on land. Snakes, insects, rats and ants, and poisonous beasts frequently appear. Even well-armed explorers dare not go deep, let alone traverse the entire Amazon rainforest. Landing here is really not a wise move. Good idea. See if there are any less dangerous areas nearby. Temperate monsoon hills, the area next door is a good anchor point, let's go there. After making up their minds, Qin Tian quickly notified the news, but they were not in a hurry to set off, instead they continued to sail along the coastline after a good rest. According to the information in the ring, Jin Tian and the others are now at the midpoint of the coastline of the tropical rainforest 03 zone, and the distance from the temperate monsoon hills A1 zone is more than 400 kilometers. In the case of, it will arrive in about 3 days. The temperate monsoon hills AI zone tropical rainforest 03 zone calm. Even if it is headwind, at the lowest speed of dawn, it will have a voyage of at most 5 days. But in reality it is not the case. I really want to hurry ashore. Yes, it's so boring on the boat. On the morning of the 7th day. It's really weird. According to the plan, we should go to the temperate monsoon hills A1 zone. The day before yesterday afternoon, but now we are still sailing around the coastline of tropical rainforest 03 zone. Could we have arrived, just don't know. MANHWA. Calm. No, the vegetation of the two areas is completely different, and now there are only mangroves aside. The mighty one, mighty mistress. Outmerge. Pakuma, have you found the hills? The mighty one, I didn't find the hills, it's just that. It's better for you to come out and take a look. MANHWA. Calm. It shouldn't be, the environment here is so familiar. Did I remember wrong? I'd merge. Have we been here? What happened? Manhua house. Calm. This coast. Should be just similar. Right. I hope it is so, but it is too similar. No, it's not similar, this is the first anchor point we arrived at. At this time at noon, the sun spared no effort to radiate heat, but even so, the three Chin Tian in the cab still felt cold behind their backs. What's going on? Did we go around the biosphere number 3 in a big circle? No, according to the map, the areas of different topography on biosphere 3 border each other, and it is impossible for us to ignore it. Moreover, the entire continent is so large that it cannot be circumvented in just 7 days. Before figuring out what was going on, it was impossible to continue sailing. Manhua house. Calm on this matter, Chin Tian and the others discussed for a long time, but in the end still could not say why, finally made 3 assumptions based on the known situation. The first speculation is that they encountered a sea ghost hitting a wall and went around the coastal area in circles. Coastline. The second guess is that the map is wrong and the ring gives the wrong guidance. The third speculation is that Biosphere 3 collapsed in that experimental accident, leaving only the tropical rainforest 03 zone in front of you. If you have come, you will be safe. I remember that when we were sailing, the ring kept pointing to this tropical rainforest D3 zone. It seems that we have to take a trip anyway. A cloud merge, but no matter which guess, without the corresponding equipment, Chin Tian and others could not verify it. Look, there are monkeys. What a strange monkey. Its paws are very long. Read at calm. Isn't this a sloth? Wonderful. This thing can still swim. And it's much faster than crawling. I remember that they only go down the tree when they shit. Also when looking for a spouse. Sloths are animals that live alone by nature. They only gather together when they are courting. Most sloths choose to mate at the end of the rainy season and the beginning of the dry season, because food is most abundant at that time. At that time, the female sloth will make a sharp courtship call, and the male will approach the screaming female. During this time, sloths are no longer lazy, and in order to breed offspring, male sloths will even span the entire bay. A cloudera. Nah. We still don't want to eat it. Well, don't eat anymore, although it looks delicious. Manhua house. Calm. By the way, do you want to wait for the low tide to go down and take a look? The mangroves after low tide are quite lively. Yeah. We've been suffocated long ago. Manhua house. Calm. Manhua house. Calm. A long-lost feeling. Sure enough, standing on the ground makes people feel at ease. Finally landed. Ha ha ha. Cloud mare. Yeah. The silt under your feet is slippery, please be careful. Loud merge. Don't see anything at all. Let's go there and have a look. Manhua house. Calm. Sister Ellen, Sister Jessica, look at it, what a strange crab. Be careful not to get caught. This crab tongs are one big and one small, and the eyes are very long, like a crab. Although they look alike, the prototype of the crab boss is the Christmas Island red crab, and this one is a fiddler crab. What is this fruit? Manhua house. Calm. I don't know if I can eat it. This is not a fruit, but a seed. The mighty mistress. This is called Red Sea mangrove. Unlike other plants, most of the mangrove plants are viviparous. Their seeds begin to germinate on the tree before they leave the mother body and grow into rod-shaped hypocotyls. After the hypocotyls develop to a certain extent, they break away from the mother tree and fall into the silt on the beach. After a few hours, they can take root in the silt and grow into new plants, so I can't eat it. Their seeds are definitely not edible, but there are usually thumb-sized green fruits in the mangroves called lonchian fruits, which can be a rare delicacy when they are stewed with clams in the soup. Green fruit. A delicacy. Manhwa. Calm. Let's go. We must find the Lanshan fruit. Huh, what a group of foodies. The lot of people were extremely active in looking for the fruit, and it didn't take long for them to find the green fruit. That's right, this is the Lanshan fruit. In this regard, Qin Tian can also understand that after so many days of wandering on the sea, the tribe has long been tired of the food on the boat, and it is of course good to be able to change the taste. For this reason, for the rest of the time, Qin Tian and the others were picking Lanshan fruits, picking clams and catching crabs. This is too delicious, right? Never had such a delicious soup. Calm. This rich sweetness, as if suddenly, I am back on the beach washed by the sea. The clam meat is tender and springy, like jelly, and the juice is full of sweetness. These two started again. Ha! What did you just say? So full, so full. I can't eat anymore. The Amazon rainforest is in crisis. Going to reconnaissance this time, I think it's better to let all the fighters follow you. No, old and weak women and children are still on the boat, some soldiers should stay to look after them. Moreover, this trip is a rapid march, the shorter the tail, the faster the speed. But in this way, there are fewer things to bring, and the ability to deal with emergencies will be weakened. Manhwa. Calm. Therefore, it is necessary to spend a lot of thought on choosing materials, to ensure that the things you carry are as useful as possible, and to avoid wasting energy. In the following time, Qin Tian has been preparing the materials needed for this trip. Ellen and Jessica were not idle either. At Qin Tian's request, Ellen led the tribe to sew several sets of tight-fitting clothes and high-top shoes. Jessica picked the mint planted and refined it into essential oils to repel mosquitoes. Manhwa. Calm. Be careful. Understood. Tropical rainforest D3 zone. The outermost part of the area is a large mangrove forest. Mangrove trees are intertwined, it is extremely difficult to walk through. With the help of the map, we can choose the river channel that is closest to the land and directly reach the land, and enter directly by boat, which is not only easier, but also faster. I start, you follow me. Half an hour later. The mighty one, there is no way ahead. Shouldn't it? This river should go straight to the land. It seems that the river has been diverted. Manhwa. Calm. Everyone disembarked, and we stepped on the roots of the trees and walked over. It's noon now, we are now in the depths of the mangrove forest. If we want to change our way, we can only go back the same way this one goes, one after another. The wasted time is huge, and other waterways are not necessarily smooth, so they can only move on. Manhwa. Calm. There is silt and moss on this tree trunk, please be careful. Look. There are fish on this tree. Musk skipper is a kind of fish of the goby family and mud skipper genus. It is a warm temperate nearshore small fish. It prefers to inhabit the brackish waters of estuaries, harbors and mangroves. It burrows and feeds on benthic diatoms. A cloud merge. Calm. It is a mud skipper. It can breathe with its lungs and has strong chest muscles. It can crawl on the tidal flats and climb trees. It's incredible. I don't know if it's good. Isn't it delicious? It doesn't seem to be delicious. Let's go, we have to hurry to get ashore before night. Manhwa. Calm. Look. There is land ahead. Oh. Finally arrived. Manhwa. Calm. There are about 2 hours before dark. Let's find a place to stay overnight. We will go deep into the rainforest tomorrow. The trees here are really lush. Sniff sniff. What's the matter? Is there danger ahead? I smelled a strong smell of urine. You have dog's nose. We're not breaking into the territory of a certain beast, right? Manhwa. Calm. The jaguar is also called Panthera onca, it is the third largest feline in existence. Its appearance is similar to that of a leopard, but it is more like a tiger and has a shorter tail. Like to live in densely wooded tropical rainforests and seasonally flooded swamps and other water-rich places. Like tigers, they are cats that like to swim, love to walk alone, and are predators that dormant and raid. MANHWA. Calm. This is the lion I have never seen before, with many spots on his body. The tail is also different from other lions. It is a jaguar, not a lion, but it is good at sneak attacks and may be more dangerous than a lion, so it is better to be careful. Is it claiming territory? Roar. Go and tell it that we have expropriated this site. Seeing that it was getting late, everyone divided their work and prepared to spend the night. They are all experienced in the wild. Before dark, Chin Tian and the others set up a tent very quickly, ready enjoy today's prey. Oh, I already smell the smell. I didn't expect jaguar to be a good ingredient. This meat is a bit woody and a bit fishy. It seems that it won't work without seasoning. I think it tastes pretty good. MANHWA. Calm. Yes, it's delicious. It's enough to fill the belly. After simply dealing with the dinner, everyone soon went into the tent to rest, leaving only the white-eye wolf and sand sculptures to watch outside. With the dark night, the rainforest is more lively than during the day, and the sounds of various beasts are one after another. For this reason, everyone has been in a half-dream and half-awake state and dare not take it lightly. Fortunately, nothing happened overnight. After filling up the kettle, we set off calm. The rainforest was so stuffy and hot, sweat kept coming out, and clothes stuck to the skin. MANHWA. Calm. The Amazon giant centipede, generally red in body color, is mainly distributed in the countries and regions of the Amazon River Basin, and ranks third with the Galapagos giant centipede. The Amazon giant centipede is 25.30 centimeters. It is highly toxic. It can cause redness, swelling, burning, and lymphangitis at the same time. However, the systemic reaction is mild, and there may be chills, fever, rapid pulse, delirium, and convulsions. In severe cases, it may even lead to death. Don't move, everyone. Don't move. MANHWA. Calm. Kata, listen to me, why don't you be scared? Now there is an Amazonian giant centipede on your feet, don't move. Phew, fortunately, it seems that the centipede just passed by and did not attack. This centipede is too big. A look at its teeth, I'm afraid it can even penetrate through the shoes. Fortunately, the mighty one found out in time. There are such poisons everywhere in this rainforest, so everyone should be vigilant. MANHWA. Calm. We are out. MANHWA. Calm. Let's take a rest. It should be easier to go next, but correspondingly, the deeper you go, the more crises you will have. Everyone has to be more careful. MANHWA. Calm. There are too many mosquitoes here irritating. Calm. Why do you come to sting me? Aruba, for you. Mosquitoes like a hot and humid environment. As the temperature gets higher and higher near noon, there will be more and more mosquitoes. Oh, the mosquitoes all fly away by themselves. Why calm? It was a right choice to ask Jessica to extract peppermint essential oil. What's wrong? MANHWA. Calm. I seem to hear the sound of running water. The sound of water. This seems to be the sound of the river. Should be there. Calm. Is it just me who didn't hear anything? 60, let's go see. It's really a river. I don't know if it's safe to drink. MANHWA. Calm. White Eye is to survive in the wild, you can let him try first. It's fresh water, this water is so sweet, come drink it. MANHWA. Calm. Stupid, didn't I tell you not to drink wild water casually? If the current location can be determined based on this river, the road ahead will be a lot easier. It seems that there is no way to determine the location with just a stream. Need to add other reference materials. Calm. It's almost dark. Let's spend the night on this river beach tonight. Except for the pebbles, there are dead branches and leaves on the beach. Qin Tian and the others don't have to clean the surrounding area like the first night. In just half an hour, they set up an overnight camp. Calm. Solved the sleeping problem, then the next thing to consider is the food problem at night. As the saying goes, relying on mountains to eat mountains, relying on water to draw water, located on the edge of a stream, naturally, you want to eat fish. The fish here are very small, at least you have to catch hundreds of them to be full, right? And it's hard to grasp. It would be great if there was a net, it would definitely be a lot easier. I think it's better to go around, there will definitely be a lot of beasts. Now it's just in the evening, if you meet a lion or tiger or something, you can catch one. Please give the lion and tiger a little bit of face, not to mention it is like going to the backyard to catch a chicken. Read at calm. Polygonum vulgar, also known as sorrel leaf, is an annual herb, born in the grass near the water, in the ditch of the flowing water, or in the damp place. A traditional Chinese medicine, can also be used to keep pests away. After crushing it and putting it in the water, it can also paralyze small fish. Don't worry about it, let's eat fish. The mighty one, that kind of grass can really make the fish float automatically from the water. Manhwa. Calm, you'll soon find out. Next, we just have to wait. Manhwa. Calm. Look at it. Calm, there are more and more floating small fish. This fish has so few bones it tastes completely different from the fish we ate before. This is tilapia, a tropical fish. In the climate of Baodao No. 2, there is no way to survive, so you probably haven't eaten it. Unexpectedly, the river's fish resources are so rich. I caught more than 200 small fish in less than an hour, and I couldn't finish a meal. Manhwa. Calm. Aruba, don't get started. What does it matter, I have already washed it. Calm. The mighty one. Do you think that dark shadow looks a bit like a human? Calm. Save people. Although before going ashore, I thought that there might be people on Biosphere 3 who were caught in the cracks of time and space like us. I didn't expect to be confirmed in this way. From the appearance of this person, he should be an aboriginal of a certain tribe, and from the loincloth on his body, it can be seen that the civilization of this tribe is much higher than that of the Lada tribe. Manhwa. Calm, this is a wound caused by a stone tool. Just don't know if this tribe is as friendly as the Lada tribe. The mighty one, what do you think? Dispose of this corpse for now, right? The purpose of this trip is to find the target pointed by the ring. If possible, it is better not to contact this person, so as not to cause any trouble. Katap. The spirit of the water will surely appease his soul, so, this is water burial. After handling the corpse, Qin Tian and the others gathered around the bonfire again and continued to eat their dinner. At the same time, they talked about the corpse just now. Manhwa. Calm, the appearance of this corpse undoubtedly shows that there are other tribes on Biosphere 3, and after discussing for a long time, Qin Tian stated, try not to contact people from other tribes as much as possible. Out of precaution against unknown tribes, Qin Tian and the others began to be on duty this night. Each of the 6 people took turns on duty for 2 hours. In this way, everyone can get enough sleep. Fortunately, all night, Qin Tian and the others ate small fish in the morning of the next day and continued on the road along the river. After walking here, the 2 sides of the strait are much higher. Calm. Generally speaking, the sources of rivers mostly originate from plateaus and mountain areas with better elevations. The upper reaches are undulating, with large drops, and the cutting effect of river water is obvious. Therefore, there are many V-shaped valley riverbeds, and the downstream is the opposite. We are now walking from downstream to upstream. Under normal circumstances, the terraces on both sides will get higher and higher. Will the water also become more and more muddy? The river suddenly became muddy, and it looked like it was raining upstream. I think we'd better find a high place to gather. If the torrent hits, we will be finished. Hurry, get ashore. MANHWA. Calm. What's the matter? Why are you leaving here in such a hurry? It's just a speculation, and I'm not sure if it's true, but safety first, Earthquake. No, you see, there is a flood. I knew it. MANHWA. Calm. Aruba, you go faster. Go together. Very risky, almost getting washed away. If it weren't for the Mighty One's reminder, we would be finished now. No wonder the flowing water only accounts for less than 1/3, but the river beach is so open. It turns out that it was washed out when the river surged. MANHWA. Calm. The Amazonian anaconda is the largest anaconda in the world today. Its jaws can be stretched to about 180 degrees up and down. The 4 rows of teeth can move independently. Without a jaw, they can swallow prey larger than their own size. Mainly inhabits in South America, it is as thick as the torso of an adult man. It is naturally water-loving. It usually lives in shallow muddy waters. It mainly preys on capybara, waterfowl, turtles, and even caiman. It is the top of the river food chain. Small Titan python. It's the Amazon anaconda, but it's not a python, let alone a Titan python, although the two look very similar. MANHWA. Calm. The body of an anaconda has obvious scales, while an anaconda is slippery, a bit like the skin of a loach. However, both of these are extremely dangerous, so we still have to be more careful. Have dinner today. Calm. I should have said this for nothing. Obviously the head is so small, but the body grows so big, there should be a lot of flesh. It feels a little cute. Calm. Haven't eaten the meat of the big snake yet, I don't know how it tastes like. MANHWA. Calm. Use roasted or boiled. Use roasted ones. Convenient. It is estimated that you will have to meet Kun to threaten these people, otherwise the beast, no matter how big and fierce it is, will only be the food delivered to your door. But having said that, judging from the beasts encountered so far, they all belong to the range of normal size. It seems that the experimental accident has not had a big impact on this area. However, not all the creatures on Baodao number 2 have been affected. Only a few of them have undergone mutations, so they should not be taken lightly. Hey, Aruba, just cut apart and take it away. This one is already grown up and weighs 225 kilograms. It's impossible to take it away completely, and it's impossible to finish it. The flood was flooding, and it was impossible for Qin Tian and the others to continue walking along the river. In desperation, they could only return to the rainforest. MANHWA. Calm. Compared with walking in the river, the rainforest is much more difficult to walk. Whenever they encounter lush bushes, Qin Tian and the others have to use a mountain knife to clear a way to move on. It's getting dark, just stay here tonight. After walking for an afternoon, Qin Tian and the others only advanced 8 kilometers. At this speed, they can be called tortoise crawling, but this is also helpless. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, due to the approaching summer, the sun has not gone down so fast, but the light is much weaker, the rainforest is already dark. At this time, Qin Tian and the others have used a mountain knife to clear a clearing in the rainforest, preparing for the night. MANHWA. Calm. The meat should be ready. Don't worry, wait for me to sprinkle some salt. This snake meat is too fragrant. Indeed, it tastes much better than that of a jaguar. White eye. MANHWA. Calm. Master, roll your eyes and say someone is coming. Put out the fire now, someone is coming. I don't know if the person he was talking about is an aboriginal like him. MANHWA. Calm. Although it is wrong to judge a person by appearance, the tattoos and decorations on his body are really easy to think of cannibals, so try not to touch them. The big leopard is really rubbish, even a woman can't stand it. Then again, that woman is really beautiful. Don't think about it, it's a sacrifice for Lord Nice Ava Calm. It seems that they didn't find us. The mighty one, they're gone. Don't rush to show up. Wait and see, maybe there is someone behind them. 2 hours later. The meat is completely cold, and the taste has changed. It seems that those 3 people are just passing by. But what makes me care is that the decorations on their bodies are clearly human bones. Are they really cannibals? MANHWA. Calm. By the way, Kata, have you seen them in our original tribe? They seem to speak the language of our tribe. If you don't say Nick, I really didn't notice it. They do speak the same language as us. Never seen them. Perhaps the patriarch will know, after all, he often goes to other tribes to exchange supplies. Wait, you said, the 3 people we met speak Arabic. That is, the language of the Lada tribe. We won't get it wrong. What's the matter, the mighty one? What's wrong with this? Yes, and it's a big problem. With Ragnar's affirmation, Qin Tian took a breath of air secretly. In hindsight, just as Pakuma said, if it hadn't been for Hananik's reminder, Qin Tian really hadn't noticed this, because when the 3 indigenous people were talking, what he heard was clearly Mandarin. We all heard the conversation of those 3 people, but what we heard was the language of the Lada tribe, and what the mighty one heard is the language called Putangwa. Talking differently from the same person, Qin Tian and Hananik discussed this issue. The mighty one, Aruba, is broken. Just forget it. If you can't figure it out, don't force it. Calm. But even Qin Tian can't figure out what the hell is all about, let alone Kata and the others. Since he didn't understand, Qin Tian didn't struggle anymore. MANHWA. Calm. MANHWA. Calm. Look ahead. This is the village. Could it be the village where those 3 people were last night? Didn't see anyone. Did they all go out hunting? Dead people. MANHWA. Calm. This village is so quiet, wouldn't it be a slaughtered village? Conflict between tribes. Calm. Let's leave quickly. I don't know what's going on in this village. We're not familiar with each other. It's better not to mess around. Let's go around. Calm. It's a baby's voice. Are there any babies alive in the village? The mighty one, should we take a look? Better to just leave a dead village. The cry of a baby. According to the routine development, you will encounter a ghost hitting the wall, and then you will see a ghost. MANHWA. Calm. Be vigilant. Let's check it out. It looks like there's been a fierce battle here. Calm. Everyone be careful. The sound is coming from this house. It looks like it's peeing. Just have to change the diaper. VETH. Any of you have experience with babysitting? I do not. It's here. It's finally here. Aruba, don't come here. Nick, get a clean set of clothes. Gotta wipe the shit up before that. So smelly. Calm. Who is he? The clothes on his body are so strange. Is this exquisite fabric a nobleman in the city-state? The entire village has no food at all. It seems that it has been looted by other tribes. So we won't have a problem staying overnight here tonight. I don't think any robber will ever return to a village that has just looted. Calm. So this kid is really lucky maybe, but let him fend for himself here. Maybe it's a more despicable bad taste. The mighty one. Demet Mac. Does any of you know what else this 1-year-old child can eat besides breast milk? For Qin Tian, since they met this baby, they can't ignore it, but they still have to move on and can't take the baby with them. Therefore, When Kata and the others made their remarks, Qin Tian was thinking about whether to bring the baby back to the dawn or hand him over to other tribes that might exist in this Biosphere 3. But before that, Qin Tian soon discovered a very important question, that is, what should such a small baby eat? Meat, of course. Visually, the baby is only 3 or 4 months old. Generally speaking, at this age, he can't eat anything other than breast milk or cow's milk. Afraid of what will come, when they are worried about the child's food, the child wakes up crying from sleep. MANHWA. Calm down, not necessarily hungry, take a look first. Don't cry, come and eat a piece of meat, very fragrant. Are you crazy, Aruba? How can such a small child bite such hard jerky? At least chew it before feeding it, you idiot. MANHWA. Calm. Kata, you are right, but how disgusting it is to chew. How about tear it into shreds little by little, is it better? Damn, that's nice. Aruba, you have become smarter. Let's drink some water first. Calm. What should the mighty one do now? How about hot broth? MANHWA. Calm. If you don't knock the baby unconscious, you won't feel hungry when you fall asleep. Kata, great idea. The mighty one, there's a fire outside. MANHWA. Calm. Put out the fire quickly, don't let the fire spread here. MANHWA. Calm. Very good. This creates an isolation zone to prevent the swirling thatch from carrying the flames to other houses, causing the fire to spread further. But how could the house catch fire inexplicably? And more than one. This is arson. MANHWA. Calm. When I don't exist. Calm. Too slow. MANHWA. Calm. A woman. Is she from this village? Wait, what are you doing, kid? MANHWA. Calm. This fire should be set by her. There's no one else. Could she be the baby's mother? Even if not, it should be someone the child is familiar with, otherwise, she will not be so close to her. You're awake. Don't come here. Don't come. Nick, what happened? MANHWA. Calm. This is my village, get out of here, you demons. Get out of here. Calm down, please calm down, we didn't hurt you. Don't be afraid, we're not devils though. They backed up. They are numerous and powerful. If they really wanted to hurt me, they would have already done it. Their clothes seem to be different from those of the group. She even forgot about this. She speaks Mandarin, how can she understand it? My name is Solam, this is my child. We grew up in this forest, so did my father and grandfather, our people have lived here for a long, long time. Calm. Did she understand me? My name is Qin Tian, I come from other places, I just pass by here occasionally, and there is no malicious intent. Can you understand what I say? Qin Tian, a child from heaven. I am corn, I got it. Could it be that in this D3 area, everyone, regardless of language, can communicate without barriers? But compared to this, what the hell is a corn man? Forget it, now is not the time to worry about it. MANHWA. Calm, if you don't mind, can we sit down and talk? What happened to you? It's okay, I'm just too tired and hungry with those deep eye bags and thin face. She probably hasn't closed her eyes for a long time. Her nerves have been tense all the time. It seems that she was completely supported by faith. You can eat slowly, I still have calm. Thank you so much. You're welcome. If you don't mind, can you tell me what happened in your village? It happened 3 days ago. According to Solam, one night 3 days ago, their village was suddenly attacked by other tribes. According to Solam, one night 3 days ago, their village was suddenly attacked by other tribes. Calm. Although I didn't know what was going on, the warriors in the tribe rose up to resist and started a fight. But the number of opponents is large, their villages are not opponents at all, except for the dead clansmen. Everyone has become prisoners. According to them, killing a baby would be cursed by the gods, so her child was abandoned in a village and escaped. Manhwa house. Calm.